gonna die of a heart attack.
Right. As soon as they see it. As soon as they see it.
All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
We the Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out. The prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom. I want you to know to be America and to wake up you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and to let you know you're God's chosen people according to the Bible and none else. And that America is going to be destroyed via thermonuclear missiles.
That's right.
But before all that, we want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadash. And double honor to the apostles and elders, which are a great millstone. And peace and blessings to the sincere Akim pushing the truth and sincerity. And those who putting the videos up throughout the week to feed the sheep. You got something, bro?
This is Ecclesiastes, chapter 3. I'm going to start at verse 1 to 8. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born, and a time to die. A time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill, and a time to heal.
A time to kill?
A time to kill, and a time to heal. A time to break down, and a time to build up. A time to weep, and a time to laugh. A time to mourn, and a time to dance. A time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to get, and a time to lose.
So like it's time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. And that's the spirit that we coming in when we wake up to this truth. Because we not coons no more. We know why you Edomites, you so-called white people look at us crazy. Right. We know why you Arabs looking at us crazy. We know why Trump is talking about build the wall. We know why you crackers are talking about make America great again. We know what it means when you crackers say that, okay? The jig is up for y'all, okay? The jig is up. You, Donald Trump, all y'all dirty Edomites are going to slavery. We know y'all hate us.
That's right.
But now is the time to refrain from that. That's why we're not embracing y'all anymore. Unless we letting y'all know y'all going to slavery or we want one of y'all as a concubine. Other than that, we not fucking dealing with y'all.
That's right. And the point was in verse 8. It says a time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. Okay? And right now we're in the time of war. There's no peacetime, man. There's no time to just be sitting around, twiddling your thumbs, worried about, your next business deal, okay? Worried about going back to college, man. We're in a time of war, okay? You see now in the media, Esau, the so-called white man, he's now creating false flag events, okay, to demonize the Hebrew Israelites. And no, we're not black Hebrew Israelites, okay?
Yo, bro. What color is your coat, bro?
Am I that color? Is he that color? Is he this color? Okay? This is white. Do you see a Edomite male or woman walking around in this color?
Yo,
okay?
Is that Jake with her oppressor?
Yep. We got Jake with her oppressor coming out here. Okay? So it's not a time of peace, man. Okay? Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, he's returning. Okay? In the scriptures, it's called the third woe. Okay? Which you know to be the third world war. That's prophesied, thus saith the Lord, man. That's the times you're in. You're not in the time to be sitting around with your oppressors, man. Befriending your oppressors.
That's right.
That's the issue, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, he got a controversy against you people, man.
Blonde hair.
Okay? You got the Judite woman walking around with blonde hair, okay? She want to be like her oppressors, man. Okay? You got males, the Judite male now, he wants to be like them. Okay, they're effeminate.
Bro, remember the boy we work with?
Yeah, blonde hair.
Yeah, they got blonde. I mean, come on, man.
Yo.
10 to 15 years ago, if you had different colored hair, okay, you was considered crazy, man. Now that's normal in society, man. That goes to show you how damaged this society is, man. And our Savior, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, he's returning, man. All you so-called white men and women, y'all going into captivity, man.
That's right.
Man. The Edomite male, he will be in subjection, man. And you can laugh all you want, man.
Matter of fact, I could claim that as a slave already, man.
Con.
I'm gonna make sure you work extra
Con.
hard, and you ain't gonna have to worry about being underworked. You gonna have overtime hours too, man.
That's right.
24 hours.
We ain't letting up, man.
And y'all ain't getting paid for that shit.
Con.
So
Free
just like the
labor.
scripture said, man, it's not a time of peace, man. We're not in a time of peace. You got all the nations of the world right now. They're rising up, okay? They're now not afraid of this whore, okay? Babylon, okay? They now have the same nuclear arsenal as America, okay? So they right now, they waiting. They smell blood, man. Okay, a lot of these other nations, they think that they're the next in line to basically rule the world, man. Not understanding that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, he's actually weakening these nations, okay, as he's using these nations to come against Babylon, but to ultimately rise his people up, man. Okay, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man.
What's up, bro? You know your nationality? You know your nationality?
My nationality?
Yeah.
Pertaining to what?
Like your race. What's your race? You know your race?
I'm African.
You African?
Yeah.
You sure? You how about LeBron, right?
You said, how about LeBron?
Yeah, LeBron. Is he African?
Yeah, I would imagine.
But you can see a typical African and be all right, that boy, he definitely from Africa. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
The
a
typical-
person that was born in Africa, you mean?
Yeah, right, them people.
Oh yeah, all right.
So you would say what? They're pure bloods and we're like mixed? Is that what you would say?
No, I would just say that we're not from Africa, but our nationality is African.
What if I were to tell you we're not Africans? What if I were to tell you we're better than Africans? And not only that, we're better than everybody on the face of the earth, and God in the Bible said it.
So, in what way would you say we're better?
All right, let me ask you this: who's the best boxer?
Hold on, first let me ask you, if we're not African, then what is our nationality in your opinion?
Not in my opinion, facts. We're Israelites.
Hebrew Israelite.
That's what we are.
Yeah, I
We're
know.
Israelites.
I see stuff online.
What they be saying?
I just like see Hebrew Israelites debating with different,
Oh, those are clowns. That's dudes
mean?
trying to. That's people of our people, basically trying to make money off of our heritage. Trying to make this a spectacle, but this ain't none of that.
I mean, y'all filming it.
Yeah, we gotta film it.
We gotta film it
To edify.
Yeah, just to edify. Just to basically the people that believe and that spirit that we have, they believe in that spirit. We basically feeding them.
Because
You know?
we can't talk to people in China. We can't talk to people in Ghana.
Right.
So we got this to reach them.
All right, so what makes you different then?
Because they doing it. We don't got to debate with anybody. Because this is just the truth. You don't got to debate with somebody that you're a male. Because that's just a fact. It is what it is. It's a fact that you're a male.
So what is my nationality?
You're an Israelite.
I'm an Israelite.
An Israelite.
Okay. So
Go.
the original Israelites look just like me and you.
You want to see? Because you were led to believe the Jews were white, right? Isn't that what they tell us today? The Jews are white?
I mean, when you think about a Jewish person, you definitely think about a white person, right?
That's fact. Okay, look, Jeremiah 14:2. Judah's mourning. So it says the Jews are in mourning. It says the gates thereof languish. Now gates are for protection. So it says the Jews are in mourning and they don't have any protection. It's describing them. It says, and they are black unto the ground.
Right.
Now what color is the ground?
The ground is brown.
Exactly. Now when you go into the word black, it goes back to a Hebrew word kadar, which means dark as. So it says the Jews are as dark as the ground. That don't fit them. They're not the same color as the ground. That don't fit them. And they're definitely not in mourning. They own everything. They're the richest people on the face of the earth. White people, right?
Okay, so basically what you're telling me is
The Bible's telling me.
okay, what the Bible is telling you is to so there are people with brown skin that are from Israel originally. That would be Israelites, which you're saying is me and you.
Right.
And then there are brown skinned people originally from Africa as well, but they're not the same at all.
Exactly.
Just think about it like this. Where's the African LeBron James? Where's the African Floyd Mayweather? Where's your African, you know what I'm saying?
What I would say to that is they're in Africa.
So you don't. So you like basketball, right? You like football, right?
Sure.
So you don't think that one of the somebody right now, like say how Yao Ming blew up and he was from China. You don't think that right now someone had the gift to basically be in the NBA in Africa, they'd be found right now being inside the NBA?
Yeah, I mean there are
Exactly.
those.
So where
There
they
are-
at? That's,
Where?
That's where it's saying. Where are they at?
Where are they?
There are Africans in the NBA.
Who? Name one.
I would say Joel Embiid.
Gotcha.
You know who he is?
Right.
I think he's that's African descent. I
Right.
think that's an African name.
What,
You know, but
What
there, I
part of
mean,
Africa he from?
I couldn't tell you. I'm
just
just
like
trying to
for
throw out
instance,
an example of
where's the African Serena Williams or what basically the so-called black male and women, the Hebrew Israelites, when we're basically the Most High's chosen people, right?
We are.
We are. Long story short, the scriptures tell us. So we were given, us being his chosen people, we're basically ahead of all the other nations, okay? So just like the white male, he's not on our level. That's why he had to create a world to make sure that we stayed below him and beneath him, okay? So that we can never rise and actually understand who we are. That's why you're here today in
But
captivity.
when you say things like better,
Okay, let me ask you this.
when you use words like we're better than them, or-
He said that.
that's what you said.
I'm gonna. Want me to read it for you?
Deuteronomy, 7-6?
Yeah, you got it? You holding it? Oh, 'cause I'm here. This is Deuteronomy 7:6. It says, "For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth."
Now think about it. Think about it, right? And it also tells you in scriptures that we will be the salt of the earth. Meaning, when you use salt, what do you use it for? Like
To season food.
to flavor it, right?
Right.
So we would have that flavor. So think about it. Your average male, your average white male, or your average Arabian male, they don't have salt. They don't have that flavor.
It's like, not only that, nobody wants to be like them. Who's growing up like, yeah, I want to be Donald Trump?
Everybody wants to be like you.
Okay, so
Do you see what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be like us, but nobody wants to claim to be us. Okay?
so Israelites, Africans. Is there some type of issue between the two?
Well, for starters, they sold us into slavery. That's the start. Are you familiar with Moses?
Yeah, I'm pretty familiar.
He
with
was
that
in
story.
Egypt, right?
Yeah.
And he was the king. I mean, he was one of the king's princes, and then he left.
Yes.
Now Moses, he was a Hebrew, but they thought he was an African, and then he left after he found out he was an African. I mean, a Hebrew. He left.
Okay, so African culture. Would you say? In today's world, in today's society, you know, I guess the narrative would be, you know, what's popular here today in America is stemming from African culture. But if I was to ask you, or you know, the scripture, you would say that's not African culture, that's Israelite
No,
culture.
that's true. It is African
That's
culture.
African culture.
They push African culture on us to try
That's
to make
our
us
culture.
believe
Right.
we're Africans.
Like, for instance, go ask your wife, or whoever, you know, the woman that you're dealing with, go ask her to cut her clit off. Or go ask her to put all those rings on her neck. Or go ask her to
puts in the lips.
She gonna look at
Yeah,
you
but
like, who the hell?
That's not.
That's their
No,
culture.
That's
If
that's
we're
a
African
that's
American,
a general statement to make though. All Africans aren't putting bones in their nose.
but a lot
You
of
know what I mean?
How you know?
I'm about to say,
How many
how you know?
Africans you know?
I mean, I know Africans that are from Africa that are here in America and they don't got bones in their cheeks and their chins, bro.
I'll put it to you like
You
this.
know, they
This-
doctors and they're the established people. A lot
Okay,
of
how many
Africans
nigga
suck,
doctors
too.
you know? Put it to you.
How many
How many
what?
niggas doctors you know?
How many nigga doctors?
Nigga doctors you know?
I mean, I don't know what you trying to
How many
describe,
black
like,
doctors you know that's not from Africa?
How many black doctors I know that's not from Africa?
Not from Africa.
I would probably say
That
like
are men.
three
That
or
are men.
I would know personally, or just know about. I mean,
You know about.
bro, it would be there's thousands of African American doctors, bro.
Thousands.
Of course. What do you mean?
Thousands.
There are thousands of black doctors. Thousands, bro. I mean,
All right. I could put it to
it's
you
just
like
a
this.
numbers game. Come on, now you think black people are that stupid. There's black people getting their doctorates every day.
I
Yeah,
can
we're
put it to
looking
you like this.
we're
though.
looking at the dumbest people on the face of the earth.
The reason why you may think it's a
Oh, no.
you may think it's confusion. If you do a research, in 70 AD, right? We were originally in Jerusalem. In 70 AD, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, your so-called African Americans and West Indians and Haitians you see today, which are the southern tribes. Okay. In 70 AD, we fled from Rome when the Roman Empire came out there to do the persecution of the Jews.
So-called white people.
We fled into Africa, okay? We fled into Africa to hide, okay? Because we knew that they were coming. It was a persecution for us. No, the western part of Africa was not inhabited at all yet. It was only the eastern and central and southern part of Africa. We fled into the western part of Africa. So that's not the way we went into Africa. We weren't originally from there. We migrated in there, and that's where we were picked up at.
And that's
okay?
why when you ask the average, so-called black male or woman, where you from, they can only give you Africa because they forgot the knowledge of where they were before that.
I mean, of course, yeah, it is. I mean, our history and things like that have been stripped from us. So yeah, we can
Why?
say we're African Americans, but
Why?
how many countries are in Africa? Like you said, we don't know. Like I could have my family origins in Africa could be in Nigeria or Ghana or Ethiopia. I wouldn't know because it's Africa, but there's so many different, cultures in Africa. So I don't know. But I don't know what your idea is, but bro, there's a lot of black doctors in America. I'll tell you that.
So you're saying you don't want to be an Israelite?
I don't even know enough about being a Hebrew Israelite to say what I want.
Do you believe in God?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, now God says his favorite people are the Israelites. Just off that alone, you wouldn't want to be a part of that club.
Now, see, when I read the Bible, I don't read it in a way to how could I put this? When I read the Bible, I'm not searching for an identity. I'm reading the Bible for spiritual guidance. I'm looking for
Spiritual
messages.
guidance?
Yeah,
As far as what?
Just just wisdom. There's a lot of wisdom in that book
On
that
what?
has nothing to do with religion. When I'm reading the Bible, I kind of take religion out of it, and I try to just find the good in the Bible, and I find verses and I find things in the Bible that really can help me move forward without having to worry about whether or not I'm a Christian, a Hebrew Israelite, a Buddhist, or any of that. Because at the end of the day, that's dividing people. It's keeping people on this side or that side, or and at the end of the day, I don't really have enough time on this earth to really be trying to decipher through that.
But God
I
wants
believe-
division.
You said what?
God wants division.
The Most High Power, He wants division.
So
That's how-
so you don't want what he wants?
I don't know definitively
Seven.
what he wants.
But it says it in here. It says in here he wants division.
He wants division.
That's how everything was. That's how everything was, man. That's why you live in. You ever heard of the quote unquote New World Order, the one world system?
Right.
That's what you in now. You in literally the beginning stages. Just how you said everything is division now, this and that, because you've been indoctrinated to believe that everybody can get along as one. So guess what that is? You're now taking on that Satanism doctrine, that do what thou wilt doctrine. Okay? That's why now in America, no one can judge anyone because everyone's doing some type of wickedness.
Right,
So
of
everybody's
course.
like, you know what? You doing you, I'm gonna do me. And that's the problem. That's why we have law, statutes, and commandments.
We may have a different idea about how God works.
Does God hate?
Does God hate?
Yeah.
I would say
Does God hate people?
nah. I wouldn't say God hates people.
Would you bet your life on that?
I mean, He doesn't hate me. I'll bet my life on that.
But does he hate people? Like would God say, you know what? I hate white people. Would God white people? I hate white people. Would God say that?
No, I wouldn't say that God would say.
Would you
I
bet
hate
your
white
life on that?
people. Would I bet my life that God hates white people?
Would you bet your life on that?
No, I would
Why
not.
not?
This is Romans, chapter 9, verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Esau's a so-called white man.
Esau's a so-called white man.
God just said he hated him.
He said he hated him. That's why you come from the seed of Jacob. Your forefather was Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and through Jacob, because you are a so-called African American, you have the opportunity to get your birthright. What's your birthright? You ever heard of heaven?
So how
The kingdom
did
of heaven.
how do we definitively know what God hates and what God loves.
just said it.
Because the scriptures tell you.
He just said
He
it.
All right,
literally-
but what the scriptures tell you is not what reality tells you.
It
But he
does.
just said it.
It
Oh, it
does.
doesn't?
So
it
when
doesn't.
you so
God hates white people. That's what you see today.
No, God hates Edomites, which are the majority
said
of the white people.
right,
The majority of the white
majority
people.
of them. So basically, he also tells you in scripture that the earth will be given into the hands of the wicked for a period of time. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. The wicked being Esau, the so-called white man.
So
gotta
how
understand-
long has it been like this?
Hundreds of years. It's been a
For
while.
1,000 years. When they
1,000
came out of the
years.
cave.
They came out the caves. Then that's
The
when
Renaissance era?
So white people came out of the cave,
That's where they got the
What is
name
Caucasian
Caucasian.
people?
took the power from
No, they didn't take it.
No,
it was given
It was
to
given
them.
unto him because. So boom, right?
who
Say
gave them who-
the Most High God.
God gave the people he hated power.
Yeah,
Yes.
because the people he loved stopped following him. So he said, boom, right? So if you got a child, right, and he stopped listening to you, you got to punish that child, right?
Okay.
So the Most High's children, like he read and told you in Deuteronomy 7:6, he has a chosen
So
chosen
essentially,
nation.
you're telling me that God is punishing black people.
That exactly.
No,
No, not
Because Africans are black too.
Right.
He's punishing his people, the so-called blacks,
Blacks,
Latinos,
Latinos,
Native Americans.
Con.
Not
So you wouldn't say he's punishing those people that are in poverty in Africa? That's not punishment.
Oh yeah, he's punishing them, but that's a different punishment.
That's a different punishment.
That's
yeah.
punishment for putting us in slavery
Right.
back during the Egyptian times.
Right.
They're still paying for that.
So
They
what
have-
are we being punished for?
We're being punished for breaking his laws.
Because we were supposed to be literally the Most High's, like his people, his chosen people on this earth. So we were supposed to be a representation of him. You see how when you go to your hood, you got black on black crime? That's in the Bible. Those are curses. You see how in the black family, usually the man is not in the household no more.
Yeah.
And the white, that's in the Bible. No other nation have these type of curses on them.
As a whole.
As a whole,
Not just
a few, but as a whole, these are curses that are upon us. Just how, for instance, when we say what's your nationality, you go 9 times out of 10, somebody gonna say African American. So you
Or
mean to
black.
tell me, or black? So you from 2 continents? The Most High said He will put these curses and blind our people because they stopped following Him. So right now, that's why when a cop kill an innocent black man and nobody do shit about it, those are curses that were put upon us. Just how when we got hung, okay, those are curses. The Most High said all these things will happen to His people.
It's all in the Bible.
It's all in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we getting punished, and that's why now He's putting the spirit. He's actually showing mercy because He's waking up His remnant. Okay? And that's why we out here. We're not doing this. We don't care about, you know what I'm saying, YouTube or nothing. We just doing this for the spirit to see when we speak, if that spirit can attach and wake up the elect. In the Bible, it says there's going to be, in the end days, there will be 144,000 men who would wake up to who they truly are. And they will preach and prophesy and speak boldly against their enemies. Okay?
Impressive.
And if you read the Bible, a lot of prophets, whenever there was about to be destruction of a country or a nation, the prophets would actually speak for the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this is about. So right now, go ahead.
I mean, this is a real general question.
Uh-huh.
So, Hebrew Israelites is a form of Christianity.
No, it's a race.
It's
You can't join this.
So Hebrew Israelites don't have a religion.
No, it's a race. No.
It's a way of life. It's like your nationality, their birthright. It's like
Right. So
you
for
have your
instance,
traditions and customs.
like a way of life, when you come into understanding your heritage.
So the Hebrew Israelites have an issue with everything else that's going on.
No, God has an issue with it.
Right.
So we have to have it. God said if you gotta hate what I hate. So we got an issue with it because He has an issue with it.
So once you wake up to understand, like say if I didn't know this, it's normal. But once you understand scriptures and you understand who your oppressor is, why you're here,
But
you
the
gonna feel
oppressor
like
wrote this book.
No, they didn't.
no,
bro.
this book was.
If He wrote that, how come He picked
Okay,
up the image?
so even if he translated it, how can you trust it if
He
you know
didn't
the oppressor was
translate it
responsible
either.
for it?
Our people translated it.
No,
King
man.
James,
King,
so-called black man.
King James, he was a
Come
black
on,
man.
all of those that you think of the Dark Ages, they were all Israelite men.
My point is, the Bible has been.
Whoa.
This is.
You just
why-
said you believe in the Bible.
Yes, I do.
So now you about to bash it after you just said you believe
I'm not bashing the Bible. All I'm telling, I told you how I read the Bible and my intent when I do read it.
Uh-huh.
I'm not reading it to bash it or, co-sign every literal sentence in it either. I'm looking for what is going to help me. You feel me? So my point is that the Bible has been tainted and changed and
Where at?
revised and so
Can you show
many
me
times
where?
over thousands and
Can
thousands
you
of
show me
years.
where?
Can I show you where? I mean, you're reading it in English. That's
we
an
know the
example
other language.
enough. This
Who has-
Bible
okay, who
does
has the
not
power?
say the same thing
Okay.
as it said when it was first written in Hebrew.
Who has the power to change these words? To change this Bible? Who has the
Your
power?
oppressor.
Okay, check this out, right? Now, why would the oppressor put up an image, say the Lord's white, but leave in the book that he's so-called black? Now, you tell me what sense does that make? I'll wait.
You said, say that one more time, bro.
If he had the power to change these words,
Right.
why would he give you a white image and then be so sloppy as to leave in the book he's a so-called black man?
Because
Why would
we
he do
weren't
that?
allowed to read it anyways.
Exactly my point. So why we had to change the words and we can't read it anyway?
What you're telling me is that they justified putting a white image of Jesus out because they knew we weren't gonna read the Bible, is what you're saying?
Bro, you just got done telling me you don't read it right.
Right.
I did not say I don't read it right.
You
What
did
do
just
mean?
say that. You said you don't read to find out your identity. That's one thing.
I'm
in
not reading the
wrong.
Bible to figure out if I'm a Hebrew Israelite. No.
How long you been reading the Bible?
I would say like about a year and a half.
Okay, you've been reading the Bible for a year and a half. It got secrets in here you don't even know about. You didn't even know you was an Israelite before now.
I mean, I don't know now. What do you mean?
We're telling you. But the point is, you didn't even know before. This wasn't even in your thoughts at all.
Nah, trust me, bro. I definitely see a lot about, Hebrew Israelites, and I see a lot, bro. Because one person that I watch online a lot debating Hebrew Israelites is Brother Polite, and he's all over the place.
He's a coon.
Yeah, like
He's a
he's
clown.
like all over the place with what he believes in and how he rocks. But that's how I originally became aware of Hebrew Israelites, and like you said, a lot of the people that he debates with have they say things that are pretty stupid in my opinion.
Yeah, it
You know,
is stupid.
like basically, I guess the stuff that they say is God's way of living is evil. You feel me? Like they talk about rape, they talk about being able to have sex with children, they talk about all of this stuff is acceptable
What's rape?
to God.
What is rape mean?
Having sex with an underage girl or having sex with a woman against her will, or
Rape is to take hold of or to seize.
God said women are possessions. God said women were bought back then. Matter of fact, if you go anywhere outside of America, the majority of these places, women are still bought.
yeah, but that's not right, bro.
It's not right, but
No.
God said it's right. So you're against God then?
Maybe because I don't think women are possessions. Women
Wow.
are human. Women are
Even though the
human
Bible
beings.
said it, you don't think so?
Women are human. I just told you I don't read the Bible literally like that.
White people are so-called people too, but they're the base man of the earth. They're filthy beasts. They love rape, rob, and murder. Matter of fact, how was America established, bro?
Right. Through a lot of killing, man.
Oh.
They broke over 700
sure.
treaties.
For sure.
Rape it's called buck breaking, man.
What
For
about
sure.
you know about buck breaking?
I mean, I know that every culture in the history
Nobody
of the
has
world,
ever buck break.
I don't know what that is, but
Buck breaking is where the slave owners will all get together and run a train on the biggest man in the, among the slaves, make all the families watch, and if y'all get out of line, this is gonna happen to y'all. That's some sick shit.
That's where
That's
second
sick,
pants
right?
come from.
That's sick, right?
yeah,
You get down with that stuff?
no. I mean, what do you want me to say? Like
Name one thing worse than that.
one thing worse than what?
A man running a train on another man in front of his family for power.
Yeah, that's bad, bro. I mean, that's fucked up.
That's sick shit, right?
Yeah.
And you think these people aren't? Would you do that to somebody you hated?
No.
What if you really hated them?
I
What if they killed your mom?
I wouldn't rape nobody. Come on now.
Because you gotta be a sick person to even think about it, right? Right.
Tom,
Can you imagine you and your boys riding out like, yo, we about to go run up on these balls. They was drawing earlier, so as soon as we catch them, it's on sight. We gonna rape them. You gonna be like, whoa, we gonna do what?
Whoa.
to 'em?
This is what he's trying to get at is this is why the Most High he hates certain people. You got to understand that wickedness in this planet, the white man has pushed it, okay? It all started with him.
I think God hates evil people.
But we just read to you. He said he hates the Edomites.
He says he hates Edomites, man.
Being
said
an
he's gonna
evil, I
exterminate.
think being evil is, if you stretch everything out in history, you can pinpoint, okay, white people as a whole, they're evil people. You can make that assessment based off of a historical
To this day.
To this day, exactly. To this day, if you want to stretch it out, you will say white people they're evil as a people. But I think the way God looks at it is not in that sense. God looks at an individual's, intention. If you're an evil person, God is not going to.
He ain't the
But God said they
respecter
were
of person.
born evil. He made them evil. That's what the Bible says. They were born to be evil.
You literally living out a movie,
But
bro.
you can't sit here and tell me that you believe every single person that is not a Hebrew Israelite is an evil person, bro.
No, I didn't say
People
that.
don't live.
I didn't say that.
People don't live
You
like
got-
that, dog.
look, look,
Everybody that's not a Hebrew Israelite is not
That's
raping
not what I'm
and killing
saying.
people, dog.
That's not. No. It's levels to it. Now you got the heathens who are by nature just they're just not. They hate us. But you got the so-called white people, the Edomites. They're just sick. They're the sickest of the sick. They're the devils of the earth. They're the wicked. Nobody's on their level. They're in a whole nother league. This is why they're going to be
They're literally
exterminated.
pushing for pedophilia now.
So
Okay.
what? Go ahead.
Because which you got a race of people that push it's legal for transgenders to come around, okay?
Right.
You like transgenders?
Homosexuals and all that
I
shit.
don't even know one.
How you feel about it? If you had a son, he said, "Dad, I want to be a transgender." How you feel about it?
I'm not gonna feel good.
Right.
Hold on, you want to cut off your rod
Yeah, I'm
and
not
put a
gonna-
box?
Right.
No, bro.
I'm not gonna feel good about that. No.
See, but this what I'm saying. These people push this. Okay, the Most High, everything
Bro, they got
that the,
classes on it in school now.
right, everything that the Most High said that we should do and establish, they go against.
Right.
It tells us in the book that we're not supposed to eat shrimp, crab, lobster, none of that. These are delicacies here. You know what I'm saying? They tell us we're not even supposed to shave our beards. If you go get a job right now, they gonna tell you as soon as they look at you, hey man, you gotta shave all that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When actually you
Right.
looking, that's some Gentile shit. That's some heathen shit.
Right.
So everything, these people, that's why they're called Satan. The word Satan goes back to adversary. That's all that is. So they're adverse to the Most High power. That's why everything they do, they push, is the opposite because they only know that. That's why they're the chief house of wickedness, man. That's why we're against them. That's why they hate you.
Ultimately,
They
if
hate
they
us.
can keep us breaking the law,
right.
they
Then
can keep
them-
power over. As long
Right.
as we break the law,
As long
they
as
keep
we-
that power over
So
us.
let me ask you this. 'Cause you're clearly the leader of what's going on right here. Who is your leader? Who indoctrinated you into this way of life?
I looked at the apostles
You
down
look
in
at-
New York.
Okay. The apostles is just a group of they're a group
No,
of
apostles.
Israelites.
It's the same group. They're our elders.
They've been pushing this and understanding this for like 30 plus years now. So you know what I'm saying? It's like I said, it's a Most High set it up to where it's a spirit thing. So somebody like, for instance, you actually sitting here and you know what I'm saying, you taking it in and you actually kind of, you know what I'm saying, you got your ear open. We could tell someone else and it's just like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have that. The Most High, he cut them off from that knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
I
why he
know.
tells you in
I
the book too. Like, if you understand this, he basically bringing you into his marvelous light.
Right.
So you seeing everything was going on before. That's why we quote unquote prophets. A prophet is just someone who basically tells you what's about to happen before it happens.
That's where
That's it.
That's where, and that's the one thing that keeps me where I'm at, in a place of just, not being open for anything, but just open to keep knowing that I need to understand.
Right.
And I know that you're no different from me, if
Right.
that's what you're telling me. You're saying that I'm a Hebrew Israelite, so you should still know that you have way more understanding to do yourself.
Of course.
It's never ending. It's
Right.
always something new to learn. It's always something that's changing.
Well,
It's
I mean,
always
it's more
something-
so the scriptures is the end all be all. That's how you. That's the stability
That's the
of
end
our
all
time.
be all, but understanding it is never ending. Is what I'm telling you.
Well,
There's no way
But there's a blueprint.
Everybody, every single person on this earth has a different understanding, no matter what you want to say. No one,
Not the
two people are gonna-
144,000.
Yeah. We all on the same accord
Yeah,
up here.
and he tells you that. They
We
will
all
sing
on
a
the
new
same
song.
I can dig that, but I think there's always more. It's always more layers you can dig. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying
What's
that's
deep?
wrong.
Right.
All I'm saying is y'all have been able to answer pretty much all of my questions, but it hasn't changed my mind. Is my point. You know, it hasn't
Our
changed
job
my
is to
mind.
let you know.
We just gotta let you know. Like honestly, the Most High told us, let us know. If you put the Spirit upon you for everything to click, like, oh shit, this one I'm hearing in there.
Nah, this is
You know
a
what I'm saying?
beautiful conversation. I appreciate y'all boys for real, man. Cause y'all are on y'all are doing y'all thing. Y'all are unified. You feel me? That's what I like to see. And you know what you're talking about. Y'all can flip through the scriptures and you know find an explanation for pretty much anything, and that's respectable because y'all's understanding of the Bible is deeper than mine, of course. So all I'm saying is I'm the type of person that knows I'll never fully no matter what. If I became a Hebrew Israelite today, and
I mean, if you started to learn your culture,
Yeah, I'm about to say, you that by blood.
okay, so yes, if I embrace being a Hebrew Israelite and started to learn the culture, I know me as a person. Just because that happens, or if I accept that, my mind is not gonna automatically say you got it all figured out. You understand it exactly how it's supposed to be written. I'm always gonna feel like, I need to learn more. I need to know if there's because experience is what shows me things. Tell me what's in front of me.
Man, I'm telling you, the scriptures.
I didn't even believe in God before this. I went 95% of my life, 97% of my life, not even believing in God. I'm like, yo, fuck the Bible, fuck God, fuck all of that. I'm like, how can it be a God who say he loves everybody,
Right.
but only my people getting killed in the street? Can't fuck with that dude. Can't fuck with him.
Yeah,
might
but
not
how can God say he loves everyone and then say he hates a group of people?
No, we're telling you
Right.
he said that.
Right, but that's what Christians say.
Christians say
he would
God
tell
loves
you that he
everybody.
loves everybody.
So God does not love everybody.
No.
That's Hebrew
Yes.
Israelite.
No, that's what the Bible says.
That's what the Bible says. He does not
He
love
just-
everybody.
he just read-
That's my point.
And I can read
That's
you
what
more.
I'm trying to say. You guys understand that differently than someone else is gonna
They can't break
understand
that
it.
down.
The words don't change. It's how someone.
No, they can't break it down. We were talking. They don't read this stuff we were talking about. They don't
When
read
you go
this
to-
stuff.
Christians.
Christians don't read
Christians
this.
don't read the Bible.
You go to church?
I mean, not regularly.
Have you
but-
heard anybody who
go to
Yeah,
church?
of course. Yeah.
Okay, do they ever talk about only the Israelites can get into heaven? Do they ever talk to you about that? Have you ever heard a pastor say only Israelites are getting into heaven?
No.
So how come the Bible says that? You think that's a big thing? You think a person will hold if I went over in that bar and I said I'm gonna have a meeting, everybody come through, and at that meeting I tell people, oh yeah, only the black people are going to get the prizes that I'm giving out here. People like, man, why you ain't telling me that from the gate, man? I could have did something else with my time. Why would a church get all these people?
Okay,
That's a big deal. Telling somebody only the Israelites can get into heaven.
144,000 people
144,000
are going to heaven.
are of the Israelites,
144,000 Israelites
of
are
the
going
men,
to heaven.
of the men. Now you're gonna have 1/3, another remnant is gonna be the women and children.
So who is in heaven right now?
It's gonna be no. Have you heard of the Lord's Prayer?
Who is in heaven right now?
It's a different heaven that we're gonna go to. The Most High God is in heaven with the angels and His Son.
So where are all of the people's souls that have died already?
That's a whole nother thing that you are not ready for yet. We should probably just stick on this.
Nah, I want to know. I'm here.
Okay, the people that died, the people who died that are still in heaven are getting their judgment right now.
Okay.
Whatever their judgment is, they're gonna get it.
So they're in heaven.
The people that are dead are in heaven.
Whether
Get
they
get
were a
their-
good person or a bad person.
Everybody who dies go to heaven according to the Bible.
Okay. So every person who's died
Goes to this heaven.
goes to heaven.
But that's not the heaven that the Bible talks about, where it's going to be peace, happiness for eternity. That's not the same heaven the Bible talk about. That heaven was not established yet.
So what heaven are they in?
That's basically like right now.
They're just
everybody who
in-
dies go to this
In
courtroom
the courts. All right.
Yeah,
So
right.
they
In the
just
courtroom.
chilling in the courtroom,
until their turn.
waiting for God to judge.
Until their turn.
To that turn.
But they're in heaven.
Not everybody. Like Adolf Hitler, for an example. He's not in
chilling
heaven right now. He's
Where
not
is
in
he
heaven
at?
right now.
Where is he at?
Like I said, that's something else. You're not ready for that yet. You're not
Very,
ready
very
for that
deep,
yet.
Very deep.
You're not ready for that.
Damn.
That'll blow your mind. You're not even ready for that yet. We can't even get past like the heaven is only for the Israelites yet. We can't even get past that part yet. The Bible says only the Israelites can get into heaven.
Only the Israelites are getting into heaven.
The
So,
heaven.
Man, all
The
my
heaven.
all my Spanish homies, my Asian
I just
people,
told you.
my
Spanish
Israelite.
people, they're Israelites
Spanish
too.
people Israelites?
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are
Yeah, so-
Israelites too.
not Asians,
No.
No.
not Asians.
Now-
not,
now
not,
there
Foreigner,
can be-
if they descendants from one of the 12 tribes, and it could be an Israelite foreigner, they may appear like the other nations.
Yeah, they
but their
may look
lineage
like, say,
traces
like,
back to
like
the 12
for instance,
tribes.
like a Bruce Lee. We believe that Bruce Lee was an Israelite. Or say like a Conor McGregor.
better believe it.
Yeah,
That man, yeah.
exactly. Because he got that. That's that
Yo, he
Israelite
got
flavor.
swag, yo.
Right.
Okay, that's what
Yeah,
we
he
call
wasn't.
salt. That's swag.
He was different. He
Or
was
like
different.
we'll say like a Conor McGregor. Like Conor
He
McGregor.
got, you know him?
He got.
Yeah.
He got swag, right?
He's like a. He's
He
a.
cool as shit,
I
right?
mean, but he seemed a little evil to me though.
Come
he
on,
seemed
bro.
like an evil white person, bro.
Okay. What about Floyd? He seemed evil.
Floyd definitely seems evil to me too, bro.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I mean, of course, like I said, once again, a lot of our people are evil. I see what you mean. But in the spirit, like say, when you know what I'm saying, you're around like a white boy, you be like, man, this white boy cool as shit.
Yeah.
He might be an Israelite foreign.
Right.
To where when
That's
you're
the
around
spirit
him,
you touch.
that's the
That's
spirit.
My point.
Right.
All right.
We're not saying it's about color.
Yeah, it's not about color. It's
I'm
not
glad y'all, I'm glad y'all expressed that because a lot of the Hebrew Israelites don't say that.
Exactly.
They
That's
not
what
gonna say
that's what he's telling you. There are some people who twist this.
Right.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
you're
your
gonna have
name,
a
man?
lot of Israelite foreigners.
No, right shalom, bro.
White Shalom? You good, bro.
Rapport.
All right, man. Nice to meet you. My name's Julian,
Hey,
and
used to rap, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
I rap, sing, produce,
Right.
lot.
Yeah, I remember back in the day. I remember.
Yeah, man. But I appreciate y'all, bro. Keep doing y'all thing,
Yeah,
man.
man.
God bless.
Lord willing, he opened up your eyes.
I'm about to say, Lord
before
willing,
it's too
man.
I
late.
mean, y'all, yeah, shit. My eyes is open. My eyes is always open.
Lord
That's
willing,
why-
he brings you
my
back before
thing-
it's too
my
late.
thing is, I want to just learn and learn and learn and learn, bro. I take everything serious. I'm not just talking to y'all just to rap y'all up. It's cold out here. Y'all, you feel me? I don't got no coat on. I'm really sitting here rapping to y'all because it's important.
Look at your
to
boy.
me.
What's his name? What was the ball? The rapper ball. I can't think of his name. Kendrick Lamar.
Right.
You heard him talking about it, right?
I'm an Israelite.
Don't call me black no more.
Facts.
Come on,
Even what's the
Right.
other boy name?
Even
Oh, Kodak Black.
Kodak Black.
He
that's
know
in
he's
jail,
Israelite. But see, once they get on that level, once again, Esau, he's in control of that music industry. So yeah, they may say you're Israelite, but he can't project that to his people.
That's why he in jail.
Exactly.
Because he started playing that
He
game.
started playing the
Kendrick
game.
Lamar, he fell back a little bit.
Right.
I'm chill.
Right.
Right.
Kodak Black, he was playing it, so he was able to put his people on to wake his people up. Esau saw that and was like, nah, we got station shit. He got to be in jail. You know what I'm saying? You're not about to wake your people up because Esau knows when we wake up, their shit is done.
That's what the Bible says.
Everything's done. All of this they got is done. That's why they make sure we stay in the hood. That's why they make sure our families are never together. That's why-
NBA, NFL, all year round.
Yeah,
you just keep niggas in that matrix.
You just gotta keep going. Keep these motherfuckers entertained. Because they can never wake up to who they are. Because the moment they wake up to who they are, our kingdom is done.
Okay, so what are we supposed to do about it?
Like for
That's
starters, what we doing right now. The Most High God didn't say go wake up every Israelite. No, we just gotta wake up the 144,000 men, and we
What do
out of
we
here.
do? What do we not? I
This is
know
what
what
we
y'all
do.
are doing.
So
but
you
what does a person do in action? Y'all are opening people's eyes. That's
Right.
what y'all are doing.
That's what you
Oh,
gotta
you
feed
mean
this shit.
who gonna get busy?
What are we supposed to do though?
So
To
all you do-
Are we supposed to change something? Is
Jeremiah
there something that we
16.
need to make
I got
happen?
you.
He gonna
I got you.
What?
Get
Like, what are
Jeremiah
we
You're
supposed
gonna
to
see the
do?
blueprint. See, it's a that's the beautiful thing about this, because it's a reason why we waking up now. It's a reason why he going and
Cause
he gonna
I
show you.
don't wanna, learn something and then not like what did I just
Right.
learn?
Like
this
he was
for?
telling you how he didn't even believe. Man, I used to do music. That's how I know you. I used to do music, bro. my mind wasn't even on the Most High. When I heard
I did
this,
boxing.
I was driving, and it clicked with me to the point where, bro, I was crying. Like, I'm like, yo, everything made sense, man. And go ahead, just get the script. All right.
Jeremiah
16,
chapter
16.
15.
16.
Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send forth many fishers, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and they shall fish them.
So right now, we're doing stage 1. We're doing the fishing. That's all we gotta do for stage 1. Now here's what you're talking about. Here's stage 2. This is the fun part.
And after will I send for many hunters.
Whoa, what?
And after I will send for many hunters.
So we're gonna become hunters, meaning it's gonna become a time and point to where all this talking is done. Now we're getting the fucking action. The Most High gonna give us literally spiritual powers to take this kingdom down.
51 and 20.
That's why you ever watched Dragon Ball Z? You know where that concept came from?
From the Bible?
The Hebrew Israelites.
Okay.
All your little Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Those
that-
all
yeah,
come- they all about us.
I can dig that.
It's all about us, man.
51-20? It's 52.
Like if you were to read like scriptures about King David, man, the Most High gave him spiritual powers to the point where he was jumping over 50-foot walls, man. He was killing thousands of people.
Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms.
Nations is races, and kingdom is like places like Africa, Egypt, North Korea.
So he said that we, the Israelites, are his battle axe, meaning he sits in the heaven and he gonna use us to basically fuck everybody up. You know what I'm saying? That's why once again, the so-called black male, he's the most, he's the strongest. Okay, we're able to get the biggest. We got the most testosterone. Okay, that's why a lot of Edomites, they hate us, hate being around us because we so like they don't know what we're gonna do. You ever notice how they get
Clutching their
timid?
bags.
They get timid around us because that energy we present off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Black energy is powerful.
Right, and they don't have that. They don't have that. We got 10 times more testosterone than the average white male. You know what I'm saying? So they get nervous of that shit. That's because
Why you think the cops killing us and shit? Calm down.
Right.
Like, yo, I'm not even armed. Why your gun out?
because
You know what I'm
they hate they nervous.
It's energy. Yeah,
Right.
energy.
I was in fear for my
because
life.
we are literally how we look. That's why when they see us, they hate us because they see the Most High when they look at us. We were made in His image. They weren't. Having pale skin is actually that's a curse, man.
For example, if they were so superior, why does the sun hate them and they peeling in the damn sun?
I don't think they superior, bro.
Exactly.
That's one thing
but
that
you
I
say
never
that.
understood.
Right.
They say that.
Yeah, for
They
sure.
say that.
I never
But why
understood that.
the sun shows that it hates them, okay?
Right?
You can't even be out in the sun without peeling. That's a curse right there, okay?
Fact. That's
Right.
a fact.
Because they not the natural people.
That's definitely a fact. And you know, yeah, that's one of the greatest points to me that proves that, you know, the lines for, all right, I'm gonna keep it G with you. The lines are still blurred to me when it comes to like identifying if if I come from African descent or Hebrew Israelite. But one thing is for sure, brown people and black people have to be somehow the chosen people, because the way that the sun helps us and hurts them, that's kind of that's a
One
red
pint-
flag right there. You
One
know what I'm
pint
saying?
of
Come on,
melanin.
man.
Like right now, one pint of melanin, it goes for like over $300, $400, man.
And the
All
sun,
that people
and the
disappearing
sun
and
is-
shit?
Come on,
That's
man.
natural. So how the
You
hell?
didn't hear about that? All the
Sex
people
trafficking?
disappearing?
Yeah,
All
they
these little
trying to
girls
take
going
us out.
disappearing?
Organs, all that. They
Yeah,
trying to
organs,
organs, organs.
Why? 'Cause we
harvest
got
our
God
organs. We
bodies.
the fountain of youth.
Is that?
everything?
Black don't crack, right?
Everything.
Why is that? Why black don't crack?
Because the
'Cause
sun.
well, that too. But we were given God bodies, but
We were meant to be immortals.
That's why you look at the sports. We run sports. We're the best at
athletic.
everything. We were given God bodies.
So how do we? Okay, so boom. We are who we are. We have what we have, but we don't control things.
Why not?
I want to know how we control it. Is the point?
You gotta
Just
wait on
How
that
do we get the control back?
All right, this is how we get it. Coming back to these laws, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father and the Son. That's the only way.
The Old Testament vibes. what you're
Yeah, I don't
saying.
know what
No,
happens
no.
during
It's
the
not yet.
non-perspective.
Not yet.
I'm about to say, yeah, that's
Not yet. Before, that's what time was. Before, when we lost power, Yahweh, that was the most high God name. He's like, yo, man, y'all about to go take some shit now.
Yup.
I'm about to set up this much people.
Right.
He said, yo, take 12,000 out of this tribe.
Ah,
28
that's how we used to do it.
Yeah, take 12,000 out of this tribe, take 12,000 out of this tribe, take 12,000.
Go fuck 'em up.
Kill everybody. And if
Take
y'all
that
want the
land.
women that ain't married, y'all can have them. But everybody else, kill everything.
That's how we used
That's
to
how
do
he rolled back then. Those times are coming back, but we got to do preaching first.
it. Yeah, we gotta.
So
Yeah.
let me ask y'all this. This is my last question, then I gotta go. In our lifetime,
Hell yeah, we gonna see.
in our lifetime,
We gonna see. Yep.
yeah, I was just gonna say, in our
You gonna
lifetime, what do y'all see the result being from what you guys are doing right now?
Keep
Remember
it a
this-
whole bean, bro.
Right.
To keep it a bean, based on the prophecies. Imagine if it's instructions on the back of it when you're cooking a cake. It says stuff like when it bubbles, you do this next, or stir it up, or when it turns brown, just wait 10 more minutes, then you can take it out. The Bible has something similar to that. It says when you see certain things, the end is coming. It's going to be a nuclear war. That's never been prevalent like today. Every nation is ready to go to war right now. Every nation is ready to go to war. Not any war, a nuclear war. And the Bible says the world was going to end its time in fire, right?
Look at North
You
Korea
familiar with
and
that?
Trump.
That's talking about nuclear fire. People talking about, I don't know how people think, but when the Bible is talking about hell, the fire and brimstone, that's talking about the nuclear missiles that's going to come touch down this place. Like I said, I can read you a script in this Bible right now, and it's describing a missile. It's literally describing a missile. It's going to, and it said that's going to be the end of Great Babylon.
But so let me ask you this. Would you consider things that happen here on earth hell?
It is hell. When the Most High God was telling us in the Old Testament, if y'all don't keep my laws, y'all going into hell. We're literally, that hell is right now.
So, alright, so
But for our people, not everybody.
so certain people, so in a way, hell, the afterlife,
There is no, you die, you go to
your spirit
a
could
burning
literally
place
just
underground.
sit here on earth. If you're cast to hell, you're literally just you're going nowhere. Basically.
When you die, there is no fiery pit underground.
Right.
That's not in the Bible.
Hell is a state of being. is what you're
Exactly.
saying.
Right.
That's what the Bible says.
Yeah.
When you die, you come back here.
But hell could be a state of being
No,
whether
that
you're
is what it
alive or dead.
Not when you're dead.
Hell is only a state of being
It's
when
peace
you're
after you
alive.
die. It's in heaven. There is no chaos up there. Everything is in order up there.
So there's no continued hell for even an evil person. It's you dead and it's over.
Well, if you're, let's say, an evil person, they do something bad. You know about blind people, right? Blind people born with no limbs, they drool in a chair, shit like that. That happened because of what they
Their
did in their
past
past life.
Okay.
So they got punished for that. Whatever they did in the past life, they got punished for that. So you couldn't be evil in the past life. You probably think you got away with it, but then you're reborn in a fucked up body, or you're reborn and you're retarded, you're crazy, or whatever happens to you. Whatever everything that correlates in this life got something directly tied back into the past life.
All right, man. Well, respect. I'ma see y'all.
All right, man. All right, bro. Take it easy.
He said reincarnation.
Bring that up.
Go get that.
I already know. As soon as you said that right over his head.
He said, hold on. You come back to life, you don't die. There's no hell on the ground. All right, go with that.
Yeah, all right.
I'ma head up.
I gotta think about that one tonight. I gotta lay down.
I knew that was gonna get him.
I knew
that was gonna get him.
It was
felt
he was
it.
too calm.
It was coming.
He was too calm. When you said that you're paying for the transgression of your past life, I was like, yep. That's over his head. That's too much. That's too much for him today.
All right, but with that, he gotta go.
Right. He's like, yeah, I'm
Deuteronomy 28:1.
Come.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, thy power, will set thee on high above all the nations of the earth.
So if we would have stuck without power, okay, clinging unto the law, statutes, and commandments that were given unto us, the Most High would have provided us with everything, man. The Most High would have gave us everything. He would have gave us the nations, okay? But he also told us that if we stopped, okay, listening to him and we stopped obeying him, then curses would come upon us. We would stop being a nation, okay? And long story short, we will be in the predicament that we're in today, man. Okay? That's why our people don't know who they are. Okay? That's why a lot of our people want to be like Esau, the so-called white man. Okay? Because they don't have an identity, so they want to cling on to anything that feels right, that sounds right. Okay?
Verse 2. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I have commanded this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
That's right. So the Most High, he said it, man. He gave us a clear blueprint. If you listen to me and you follow me, okay, then I will bless you, okay, and everything that's after you. But if you don't, okay, and you follow after strange gods and these heathen nations, then these curses will come upon you, okay? And that's why we're in the predicament that we're in today, because we started following these heathen gods, okay, and these heathen customs and ways, man. You know, you got Christmas coming up, okay? A lot of our people still want to fucking follow this bullshit, okay? Not understanding that this is a folly day, okay? It has nothing to do with Yahweh Shai, okay? It has nothing to do with your salvation. You just want to be like the heathen, okay? That's why we're in the predicament that we're in today, because you've now taken upon the heathen customs, okay? When the Most High God, he chose you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans to be a holy people unto him. So he said, since you want to make a no God for him, he's going to make a no people for our people. That's why they say they're African Americans, okay? How are you from 2 continents, man? You don't even know who you are. You want to be like the heathen. You want to be like the so-called white man and woman, man. And that's why the Lord has a controversy with this place, man.
Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
That's right. So cursed will we be when we leave the house, okay? Cursed will we be when we go to work, okay? You gotta, you work 40 plus hours a week, then you get your paycheck, and then your whole paycheck has to go to lights, rent, okay? So the Most High told his chosen people, he said, cursed will you be when you go into the field, okay? And that's the curse that we're under now. That's why we can't get anywhere.
Verse 17, cursed shall be thy basket and thy store.
That's right. Keep going on.
Verse 18, cursed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land.
There's a curse out of being a basket in the store. And this is why Jakes can't keep a business open. Easy open, easy. It's first grand opening, grand closing.
That's right.
As quick as y'all open them, as quick as y'all closing them. Because y'all under them curses. This is why Jake can't support other stores.
Right.
Man, I ain't buying that nigga nothing, man. I wasn't trying to give, he wasn't trying to give me no discount.
Right.
Man, fuck that nigga. We ain't buying shit over there.
Right. Then on top of that, we also have to go to our oppressors for a lot of these businesses, okay? So the Most High, he has a controversy with that as well, man. You know? How are you going to be you can't play both sides, man. You know, you can't say that you're with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, but then you're asking your oppressor for $50,000 to open a business, okay? Or however, it just doesn't make sense, man. Those are your oppressors, man. They're going to oppress you, okay? So the best thing that we can do is to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, understand that this world is shit, okay? And now that we're at the end, you shouldn't even care about, thriving in this world, man. You know, of course we got to put food on the table, for our families and ourselves, but at the same time, that's not our main focus, man. Our eye is single for Yahweh Shai, man, for the kingdom, man.
Verse 18, cursed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep.
So our increase will be cursed, man. Okay? So yeah, you got that new business. You get a new car. Okay? You know, you have a baby because you feel like you can provide for your family. But then what happens, man? The business goes under, and now you're back at square one. Okay?
But you in debt this time.
And now you're in debt. Okay? Those are the curses that are upon you, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man.
In the time to that, Akio, when it said, "Curse shall be the fruit of thy body," you know why you got high blood pressure, high cholesterol. You over there eating abominable foods. Look over there across the street. You got crabs, oysters, shrimps, mussels.
Right.
Okay, pork, all abominable foods. And then they talk about what we were saying the other day. It runs in the family, but no, you eating abominable, unclean foods. Okay.
Right. That
wonder
runs
why
in
you
the
got
family.
chronic disease.
Right.
Okay. Wonder why you so sick. And then you going to the doctors, and the doctors ain't giving you nothing but something that's gonna fix this minor problem and fuck up something else, okay? So you all the way messed up, okay? Taking poison. Got yourself drugged up.
This is 2 Chronicles 15 and 12. And they entered into a covenant to seek the Lord Yahweh, the power of their fathers with all their heart and with all their soul, that whosoever would not seek the Lord God of Israel should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman.
That's right. So if you didn't follow and you didn't obey the covenant, okay, that was given unto us to follow the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man, you was put to death, man. Okay, and that's ultimately what's going to happen in these days, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, he's going to send a great famine, great pestilence, okay, and ultimately it's going to go back into the ancient of days, man. You're not following him, okay? You didn't take heed to the prophets prophesying to tell you, okay, to come back to your power, okay, to tell you to remove yourself from this world, okay? Then guess what, man? Death is for you. In the way of famine, pestilence, Jacob's trouble, okay? Some way, some shape, somehow, man, you dying, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, he's going to bring righteous judgment upon you, man. Point blank.
This is Isaiah 42, verse 22. But this is the people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are all hid in prison houses. They are for prey, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none saith restored.
That's right. So we are a prey right now. The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are a prey unto these heathen. And no one is saying to restore them. No one is telling them, no other heathen nations are telling them, hey, these are actually the true Jews of the Bible, okay? We're gonna, maybe we need to help these people out because the Most High Power, he told these people that they're the apple of his eye, okay? The heathens aren't saying that, okay? They understand that they stay in power, okay, as long as we're in an ignorant state. As long as we don't know who we are. As long as we don't come back to the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability, okay? So we out here, man, a lot of our people, they're just a prey right now, man. Why? Because they don't have that hedge of protection, you know?
That make me think of that fucking Rudolph song. You know that Rudolph song?
What?
Like Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose.
Right.
And then it goes as, then all the other reindeers used to laugh and call him names.
Right.
Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say. So then, Santa lifted him up, and then all the reindeers got in line.
Yeah,
like, yo, that's the bull?
Right.
Oh, Rudolph, you the bull now. And that's gonna happen to us when Yahweh lift us up.
Right, and that's Psalms what 110 and I think it's Psalms 110 and 3 that in the day of our power they shall be willing. Right, a lot of our people, man. That's Jake for you. Jake, they only want to see something, man. They don't have actual faith, man. Okay, they don't actually have faith because faith is having putting your trust into something that's not seen.
They got faith. They got faith in Esau.
Con. They got faith in Esau. They don't have faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And what he said that we would obtain, okay, the birthright, okay, having these heathens under the soles of our foot, man. They don't believe in that because it's a stiff-necked people.
They got faith the cops gonna stop killing them too.
Right. They keep going outside with signs. If I make this sign a little bit bigger,
if I get 1,000 more petitions,
right? If I stay out here for maybe 1 more hour, I know they're gonna stop killing us. You got faith in man, but you don't have faith and Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man.
That's wild.
That's
Especially
crazy.
these devils.
That's
Out of all
crazy.
people you got faith in?
Right.
You got faith in the devil?
Right.
Con.
You got a lot of us who still believe that, oh,
in Bob?
there's good Edomites out here, man. Get the hell out of here.
And the time with that too, besides any of you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, y'all the only ones that gotta, when you drive out your house, you're not even sure if you're gonna come back home safely, okay? You see the cops, you start panicking. Name one so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American man when you see the cop pulling up that you don't start getting anxious. You don't feel anxiety.
Right.
I sure damn do.
Right.
Okay.
I'd be like, watch this shit.
Right. All right. Yeah. As soon as it happened, I'm like, man, here we go.
Right.
Here we go. Camera rolling. Go ahead.
You
What
don't
I
even be
do.
looking over. You just,
Right. Yep.
I don't even want to look over there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Con. And that's our people, man. We're a sottish people, man.
Con.
Have no understanding, and that's why Jacob's trouble is going to catch a lot of our people off guard, man.
Because white people translated that book.
Right.
Your
Right.
man.
Right. They translated.
Bro, you just said you read it.
Right, and that's what kills me about a lot of these people. They say, yeah, I believe in it, but then as soon as we bring out the actual light in it,
Well,
oh
you
no,
know-
they hate it. They hate it.
A man wrote that book.
How can you say a man wrote a book that you believe in?
It wasn't even an issue,
And
and
it
you believe in it.
Right, exactly.
Con.
Right.
Why are we talking about this right now?
Con, exactly. Why are we talking about this? Makes no sense, man.
I'm gonna bring out Psalms 123.
Con.
Psalms 110 and verse 3. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, in the beauty of holiness, from the wound of the morning. Thou hast the dew of thy youth.
Ooh, so in that day, the elect men, man, they're gonna have that dew of their youth, man. So they're gonna be renewed. Okay, they're gonna have a spirit upon them to where a lot of our people gonna be like, oh, what? Okay, those the men. Whatever they're doing, I want to be a part of it. Okay. In that day, when all hell breaks loose, when there's martial law, okay, when there's helicopters all around, that's when our people are they're gonna want to be a part of this, man. Okay, but it's gonna be too late for a lot of them because you didn't show your faith, point blank.
Go walk up at the crossroads.
This is This is Proverbs 22 and 29. It says, seest thou a diligent man in his business? He shall stand before kings. He shall not stand before mean men.
Cons. So it's saying, in that due time, standing before kings, meaning that when that time comes, we know, like, even when we pushed out and we put out here, okay, we standing up in here before boldly in our enemies, okay, boldly in front of these people that you see is oh snap, they can't be over there. Those brothers really speaking up, okay? Right. They can't be speaking up against our oppressors like that. Right. Our oppressors, man.
You know your nationality, bro?
Sorry,
you know your nationality?
I'm sorry. What?
You know your nationality?
No.
Would you want to know?
I mean,
What if I told you your life depended on it?
I don't know what it does. But listen, man, I got man.
Your life depends on it.
I got mad shot for you. You mind?
You're a Hebrew Israelite.
I feel. But,
Yeah, that's
you know what
cool.
I'm saying? I would listen
It's all
to you.
good.
Y'all sound like smart brothers.
I got you. Feel me? Hey, just know, your salvation depends on you coming back to your power, man. That's Jake for you.
I want to hear everything about the truth. Man, them new
Hey man,
LeBrons coming out.
do you want to know that you're a king and that you have a birthright? No, I don't. Actually, I gotta go shop.
No, I don't actually.
I actually gotta go shop. So I mean, I know I'm a king,
Bro,
but that's
remember
cool.
the
I
Reebok
don't
commercial,
care.
bro? Remember the Reebok commercial?
God, whole world. Oh my gosh. Hey man, you got the new kicks? You see the new kicks? Bruh, there's literally UFOs. I don't care about that. You see these new kicks I got on? Whole commercial.
You tripping, man.
You tripping, man. It's the, what do you say? It's the week of, some stupid shit, man. Just literally making a mockery of Jake, man. Showing you,
There it
literally,
is,
there
too.
it goes, right there. Do you want to know your birth? Do you want to know who you are? We've been in this country, okay, hundreds of years, not knowing who we are. You're a nigga, you're just dark, you're black, you're a Negro. Now we understand who we are, and we try to wake up our people. They don't have time for it, man.
It's deeper than that.
Con.
It's deeper
Con.
than that.
It's deeper. It's deeper than that. I ain't got time for it, man. Right now I'm trying to shop. So
Bro, he just said that.
I'll take that later.
I really want to listen to you brothers. Y'all real smart. Y'all
Y'all real
intelligent.
smart,
I
man.
believe y'all.
I believe we
I
kings,
support what
but
you're doing. I support you.
Khan. And that's what Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai gonna say to him unless he come back in truth.
Khan.
Oh, I don't believe I'm a Israelite now when Jacob struggled.
Right.
I'll take you later. You're gonna be destroyed now and you're gonna come back being born
Khan.
again. So that's exactly how it's gonna play out,
Khan.
man.
That's right. That's right. We're gonna see real soon.
We gonna see.
We're gonna see real soon, and we're gonna understand that this was never a game. Okay? This was
Khan,
never a
I
game.
got a precept.
And that's something that, like I said, a lot of our people, even a lot of you so-called righteous women that are in this truth, y'all really don't understand what's going on, man. Y'all really don't understand, because if you did understand, then you'd actually be into subjection unto your man. A lot of you have this spirit that, oh, well, it's going to happen 5 years, 10 years plus, so whenever it happens, then I'll get right. The Most High ain't going to work that way. That's why he putting that spirit upon you now, to rock your ass to sleep. So when he do come, you caught off guard. You ain't gonna have nothing to say, man.
This is Proverbs chapter 13, verse 13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded.
Ooh, that's clear cut. Whoso despiseth the word, they're gonna die. Okay? But if you actually took these words, okay, and you feared Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, okay, then he gonna protect you, man. And that's what this is about. Okay? That's what this is about. Having that healthy fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai so that we're not destroyed, man. It's gonna be a lot of days that are gonna be dark. There's gonna be days to where a lot of these grocery stores are gonna be lights gonna be out, man. Okay? 911 gonna be cut off, man. You ain't gonna have no running water, no lights on, man. So in that day, I don't want to take my chances with life and just say, oh well, when the Most High come back, he comes back. No, I want to try to make sure that I'm gonna be protected. Okay? That's why we do this. We want the Most High when he comes back to be pleased of us, man. We want that crown to say, you know what, y'all did it, man. That's beautiful, man. I'm not trying to eat my children, man. I'm not trying to eat my bones, and I'm not trying to do none of that, man. I want the power, I want the hedge of protection of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man.
This is verse 20. He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed.
So he that walk with wise men shall be wise. And where are the wise men at? The wise men are the people who's waking up to these laws, statutes, and commandments. The wise men are the people who are in the highways and hedges. But you want to be with fools. Who are the fools? The fools are the people who are not doing this work. Okay? The scriptures always, Paul even spoke on not hanging out with niggas. Paul spoke on not hanging out with unbelievers. Okay? How can you walk together if you not be agreed? How can you hang out with somebody who's going to eat abominations in front of you? How you going to hang out with somebody who in front of you will commit adultery, right? Who's going to try to mac on somebody else's wife? How you going to fuck with somebody like that?
And it's funny that you say that. I just had a old friend of mine. He called me up, and I didn't know it was his number or whatever, but he was talking to me, and he had the conversation. He just started talking or whatever, and he was telling me about how he was messing with a man's wife.
Did y'all know this man?
Huh?
Did y'all know the man?
No, I didn't know. As soon as he told me that, I said, look, you're wrong.
No, you didn't.
Con. Kid you not. I said, that's wrong. I wouldn't do that, and I'm going to tell you why I wouldn't do that. X, Y, and Z. I could tell when I told him that, it bothered him.
Draw back.
He drew back, but he kind of understood. But at the same time, I could see it. It was like, nah, two different spirits. You know what I'm saying?
With that,
yeah,
I'm head out.
Con, exactly. Because it kind of was like, it set the tone for everything else. And it was just, it was one of those things where it's like, okay, he changed. You know what I mean? So,
he's brainwashed.
Yeah, con, exactly. Like, who the hell? Why wouldn't you do that? Because once again, our people, they're wise to do wickedness, man. When it comes to actual wisdom, they won't do it. They don't care about it. But when it comes to wickedness, they'll participate. They'll take notes on, how to do something wicked, okay? But when it comes to these law, statutes, and commandments and coming back to our power, they don't care about that, man.
You know that Drake meeting to be like,
Con, right.
yeah, I'm going with the
I
laws.
don't want the laws.
But that wicked shit,
I think I got it too. Yeah, exactly. Con.
they down
Oh
for
yeah,
that shit.
that
Right.
little me.
The laws,
Laws, nah, I'm good. All right.
wicked shit.
Wicked, I'm with it. But that's our people, and that's why 2/3 have to die. This isn't a thing of well, maybe they'll get sick. No, you have to die. You have to be reborn.
Too gone.
You like a virus, like a computer with just a virus. You gotta be wiped clean. Yeah, you gotta be wiped clean, point blank.
Reboot.
You have to, man. So First Peter 3 and 12.
Second Peter 3 and 12.
Yeah, 2 Peter 3 and 12. This is 2 Peter 3, verse 12. Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, wherein the heavens begin on fire. Salakia, 14. Con. Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent that ye may be found of him
So on.
in peace.
It says, be diligent that you may be found in him in peace. And what else?
Without spot and blameless.
So that's the only way that you're going to be of the elect. If you're diligent. If you're diligent. If you go into that word diligent, it goes into to laboring and studying. Okay? Now you study to labor. Okay? Because you don't just study to sit on it.
Right.
You got to study to labor. You can't labor if you ain't studying.
That's right.
Because you don't, what the fuck you going to talk about?
Right.
You gotta study to talk about something. You can't just because we can't just be out here just talking out our ass. We gotta be bringing out scripts.
Right.
Scripts say if a man speak, he gotta speak as an oracle. Yahweh Shemi Shah. You gotta be bringing out these scripts.
That's right.
So it says we gotta study the labor, and the only way you can labor is you study. And it says you gotta do this diligently if you want to be the elect. Because you got a lot of people. I did a video on it earlier. You got a lot of people who think that they gonna just get past with just don't work on Saturday. No, you got the game fucked up. You treating Yahweh Shemi Shah like a side chick. You just fucking with him on Saturday, but you messing with your main Joe 6 days throughout the week. Your main Joe Satan. You fuck with Satan all throughout the week. You fucking with Esau all throughout the week. You fucking with all these other bitches all throughout the week. But when it comes to Saturday, I'll give him a few hours on Saturday. He be alright with that. He better be glad that's what he getting, right? She better be glad that's what she getting. All these other chicks I can get, she better be glad she got my Saturday.
Right.
No. You treating Yahweh Shemi Shah like a side chick, you gonna end up getting destroyed.
Yeah, we studied it. You study to show yourself approved, okay? Like he said, it says to study, to basically be diligent in this, man. So you put the time in, okay? You study, you get your breakdowns, okay? You get the milk down, and you go out and you preach and prophesy. But you also make videos to edify the sheep, okay? And you try to stay in the spirit as much as possible, man. Like the Ak just said, you don't Monday through Friday do what the hell you want, go to the club, commit adultery, okay? You doing all this wickedness, but then Saturday come, you get on camera and now you want to curse out the white man, but you was just partying with the white man the whole week, okay?
Doing lines,
right? Con
L's with him,
or you're rebuking adultery, but during the week you talking to somebody who's married,
knowing.
Knowingly, you don't do those type of things, man. And that's
so
only
what your
gonna get
man
you
got
destroyed.
to do with me?
Right. I ain't got shit to do with you.
I got it, man. But what your man got to do with me?
Hey, I'm talking about me and you.
They in that pleasure peace spirit, that boyfriend number 2 type thing.
Right. And I don't care what nobody say. I think that's beta as shit. I would never give a woman the opportunity to have sex with 2 men at the same. What type of shit
is that? Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't even make sense, man. Like, I'm not about to give you. What the fuck? And I'm supposed to be okay with that. Like, it's cool. Just call me up.
I'm not sharing shit.
That's what con.
And
that's that royal mindset. I'm not. What the fuck? You're not about to have sex with somebody.
Shit.
Right. Never was. Exactly. I never was there. I'm about to be some side dude. Like, come on now. What the hell is that? giving some woman an opportunity to feel like I got 2 men. Fuck out of here. Crazy.
Yo, where they
That's
do
why
that
this
at?
place. That's why this place got to be
I'm
destroyed,
seeing
man.
Babylon.
This shit is a nightmare here, bro. Everything is like, this is a nightmare, literally. Everything is so backwards here. This shit don't make no sense, man. It's vexing, man.
This is Jeremiah 11:11. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. Then shall the cities of Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem go and cry unto the gods, unto whom they offer incense. But they shall not save them at all in the time of their trouble.
That's right. And we bring this scripture out all the time, man, because that's gonna be a beautiful sight, man, in that day. That y'all gonna be calling on your Buddha, on your Allah, on your Jesus, and ain't shit gonna happen, man. You still gonna be in the same situation, okay, that you're in that day. Okay, you still not gonna have food. You still not gonna have shelter. You still not gonna have a man of the Lord. Okay, and we're gonna be laughing, man. We're gonna be in a joyous spirit, man. Okay. Because you people, we sat here and we're through the 4 corners of the earth now, man. You got prophets everywhere through the 4 corners of the earth telling you who you are, what you need to do before time runs out. And you still don't want to listen, man. That's why in that day, the Most High, He not going to listen to you. He ain't going to listen to shit you got to say out your mouth, man. And you going to be regarded as just like the heathen, man. Nothing. Spit, man. Like we said, you're going to come out on the other side out of our loins, the 144,000, Lord willing, we're a part of that number, but you're going to come out of our loins and we're going to teach you again, man.
Okay, and that for you Christians, man, that speaking in tongues bullshit ain't going to get you nowhere.
Nowhere,
too,
man.
Because you
Most
can
High
go
like,
through
what?
Bible all
What?
you want.
You got time for that.
A Hyundai or a Honda Law, whatever you want to say, that's not going to do you no justice, okay?
Your Pastor Pork Chop ain't going to help you either.
He going to make sure his family good, okay?
Yeah, he gonna take that chip. He gonna make sure his family good and take that chip. And y'all gonna be standing right there looking like dumbasses.
Hey,
didn't tell us about Jacob's trouble.
To be honest, most of them actually gonna take it. The ones that claim to love the Lord, you're gonna be the same ones taking the chip, okay? The Christian churches, okay?
Talking about some Jesus loves everybody. Okay. We gonna see in that day if He love you. When your ass is on the side of the street with one garment on, crying. Kids next to you got chunks of fucking meat missing out of them because you're eating them and shit. Smelling like dog, smelling like shit. You gonna have period blood on your damn leg, running down your leg.
Cycle.
Y'all, I'm telling you, man, y'all don't understand what's about to happen, man. Jacob's trouble is not gonna be a walk in the park for y'all, man. You people are gonna cry and you're gonna lament every day, man. You people are about to leave that high horse you're on. You got a little bit of time, man. So enjoy it. Get a couple drinks, enjoy it. Cause your time is up.
This old ass Edomite came into my job, her nose up like this. She's pushing her cart. I'm like, you dumbass.
Yeah, stupid.
Oh, what are these guys talking about? What do they know? Well, they don't know anything, but hey, that's that same pride, man. I told you I had that same pride till we be destroyed. Man.
I told y'all, like, I delivered for like Lowe's and shit, right? So I carry a pallet of like shingles, like for like the roof. I carry it to the guy's house and it's like double stacked.
Chandeliers?
No, like the stuff that go on top of the roof. It's called shingles.
Oh, no.
Like the little, yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway, I take it to the dude's house and it's like a double stacked pallet. So I'm like, sir, do you want it, taken off one stack? He's like, why would I want that? I said, because a lot of customers do. He said, I'm paying someone to do this shit. I don't care. Why would I touch it? I looked at him, I said,
Yo,
you gonna get it, bruh.
He said, why would I want that? You should have said,
I said,
oh, my bad.
See, and that's the thing, because
I would have cut it right there.
And all they do is get Issachar. They get the Issachar rights to basically build their houses for the most part. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he was saying. He's basically saying, like, I'm hiring Mexicans to do this. I don't give a shit. I just looked at him, I said, have a good one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, if I could, I would spit in your face, smack the shit out you, and just stomp your fucking head over and over. I'ma chill. I'll let the Most High. I'll wait.
I'd have been like,
But that's how arrogant and prideful these people are. They don't see what's coming. Like, they don't see what's happening to them, man.
That's good.
They don't see that their numbers are dwindling. They don't see that their economy is literally about to implode, man. You know? Because when you live lavishly and you've never had a hard time ever in your life, you don't know what that fucking feels like. So you naturally gonna get an attitude. You know, you naturally gonna have that pompous like, what are you talking about? We gonna see, man.
And we know Esau weak mentally. He had one little thing go right, his credit score go down. Oh, crap, I'm about to blow my brains out. Sally left me for Jimmy. I'm about to blow my brains out. And I'm gonna kill all the kids and kill myself.
You can't go through nothing, man.
Con.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have spiritual powers in that day.
This is Isaiah chapter 10, verses 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed.
That's right, and that's Esau for you, man. They always injecting some law that's unrighteous in the eyes of the Most High, okay? They always telling you the opposite of what the Most High wants, okay? What Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah wants. They're literally, they're the chief house of death, man, of wickedness, man.
Verse 2, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of any people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless.
That's right. So they want to make sure we're desolate, okay, so that they can prey on us even more, okay? Make sure the man is out of the house so we can take the kids, okay, in our system, in our school system, so now we can indoctrinate them into accepting transgender men and women, or I don't even know how it goes, whatever, you know, accept the homosexuality, okay? They want us to be, they love it when we're a prey, man. So they can destroy us, man, at every chance that they get, man. That's why the Most High says in Romans 9 and 13, that's why he hates Esau, man. Yahweh Shah sees what he did to his people, man. He's coming back as a so-called African American, okay? So when he sees everything that's happening on the planet to us, man, that shit pisses him off, man. That's why he's not coming back, you know, with roses in his hand and his arms wide open for everybody, man. He fucking hates you people, man.
This is verse 3. And what will ye do in the day of visitation? And in the desolation, what shall come from far? To whom will ye flee for help? And where will ye leave your glory?
That's right. So when the Most High make this fucking place desolate, he telling you, where you gonna go now? What you gonna do now, huh? All that shit that you was popping, okay? All you talking about that you're, you know, the so-called white man, he's the best, and Jesus is a white man, this and that. And that day, man, when we understand and we see the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, y'all not gonna be able to say shit, man. Nothing, man.
And it's perfect that way too. So when the Lord put his spirit on his men, it's gonna be justified to slay y'all, man. We're gonna have fun out here too.
Exactly, man.
We're gonna have a whole food. You see Call of Duty when you having fun, you just going through. We're gonna be having fun just taking y'all down, man.
Like this fun spree. Man, this gonna be like Fortnite in real life. For real.
It's gonna be good night.
Right, exactly. It's gonna be good night. America shut down. Israelites taking over. America's under new construction, man. It's the world.
Zephaniah 1 and 12. And it shall come to pass at that time. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles.
So what's that saying is the Lord is basically gonna search through for who? The elect, okay? 144,000 of his men and 1/3 of women and children. That's who he's gonna get saved, because the rest of 2/3, man, y'all filthy, y'all defiled. Y'all don't want to come back to y'all heritage. Y'all don't want to come back to y'all birthright, who y'all are. Y'all enjoy being niggas, spicks, wetbacks. So the Lord gonna treat you the way you want to be treated. You wouldn't reject Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, he gonna reject you in that day, okay? Everything is all fun, lollygag, you can do as you want right now, but in that due time, the Lord is gonna go past you.
That's right.
Just like back in the days of Egypt, okay? When he said, put the blood of the lamb on the doors, and whoever don't have it, man, they're gonna be put to death, okay? And that's what we hope. Al Barak Desai, we be of that number, man. We crying out every day, okay? We pleading out with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai that he has mercy on us, okay? We praying out to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua that he don't take his spirit from us, okay?
That's right.
But that's a fearful spirit, man.
Yeah.
To be in the spirit of do as thy will and not care, man.
Right.
That's a dangerous. That's the scariest thing to be in, man.
That's right. And that's a death wish right there, man. You know?
It says, and punish the men that are settled on their lees.
So the Most High, he's sending his a spirit through Jerusalem, okay? And he's trying to see, okay, who's worthy. All right? But then you're gonna have some men out here who understand this doctrine, okay, this marvelous light, but then they still not going to put their whole heart and their mind upon Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. Okay? Or they may put their hand to the plow, but they may stop. Okay? So those people have death coming for them, man. Because that's even a greater disrespect to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. For him to invite you into this marvelous light, and then for you to start, and then you say, nah, exactly. You do the Drake, I'm good. That's not what I want. Man, that's just
I gotta go shopping.
Con, exactly. Right. You
That's
sit up
literally
here.
what just happened.
That's literally what
The
just
Lord
happened.
invited him in.
Con. And he said, I gotta go shopping. But sit here, we fucking in America right now. Our people don't know left from right, don't know what's going on. And we trying to sit up here and tell you, but no, you wanna go shopping. That's the epitome of 2/3 of our people, man. And that's exactly why you have a nuclear missile waiting for you, man. Point blank.
This is Zephaniah 1:14. The great day of the Lord, Yahweh, is near. It is near and hasten greatly. Even a voice of the day of Yahweh. The mighty men shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against Yahweh, and their blood shall be poured out as dust,
As
their
dust.
flesh as the dung. It says the blood poured out as
Like
dust.
dust.
So it's just going to be like,
That
it's
shit
going to
just
keep
gonna
going.
splatter everywhere. It's gonna be everywhere. Most High said mighty men. Okay? So if you watching this, I don't care who you look at as the man of all men. And that day, that man is he's gonna be wailing, man. He's gonna be crying, man. The mighty men in that day. All these militaries, okay? I don't care if you won the strongest man championship last year. You all gonna be crying in that day, man. And he says you're gonna be blinded, man. You're not gonna understand what's going on. And your blood's gonna be sprinkled like dust, man. Everywhere.
So with that, we want to give all honor and glory to
Yahweh,
Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem,
Rakah
Kadash, and double honor to the apostles and elders, which are a great millstone, and peace and blessing to the sincere Akim, who's pushing the truth and sincerity, and it's also diligently putting their videos up throughout the week to feed the sheep. Adawan, Ratazah, Atham, Yakal.
Shalom. And
Shalom.
Abad Babal.
Shalom, shalom.